Let's move on to our fifth and final main topic today. And our fifth and final main topic gets sent in to us by Grant McCauley, who writes, "Greetings, the John Campea Show crew. At the recent Comic-Con in Brazil, Patty Jenkins revealed that probably more she, already has Wonder Woman 3 and an Amazonian spin-off movie mapped out and ready to go. How do you think these movies fit in with the current plans of the DCEU, and when do you think we can expect them? Thanks." All right. Thanks a lot for sending that in, man. And first of all, Patty Jenkins is a very interesting story in Hollywood because Patty Jenkins, number one, she directed Charlize Theron to her Academy Award win in Monster. And it wasn't just that. And the number one job of the director is to bring out the best performance out of the performer that you can. On top of that, the movie's magnificent, fantastic. And then she couldn't get another job for like a decade. Her work wins Academy Awards, couldn't get another job for a decade. Then she does Wonder Woman, and we're all like, Patty Jenkins is directing this. You watch what she does. And of course, she did a great job with that. Now we're really excited with what she's going to do with Wonder Woman 84. She is now saying at this Brazilian Comic-Con that she's got the next one. She's got Wonder Woman 3 already mapped out in her head. And she's got a spin-off Amazon, or I don't know if it's an Amazon or like Amazonians in general, or if it'll be specifically on Themyscira, but she's got an Amazon spin-off as well. When could we expect something like that? Not anytime soon. Because here's what Patty Jenkins said specifically at these things. She said, "We actually already know the whole story to Wonder Woman 3. And then some, because there is an Amazon spin-off movie as well. And so we already have it all mapped out. It's just a matter of, will we change our minds and when? I think what we don't want to do is to do them back to back. It's been great doing these two movies back to back, but I think it's important to give a little rest in between. And I like doing other things in between." Now, that was Patty Jenkins. Now, I personally love what she's saying here because to me, it's very reminiscent of what Chris Nolan did while he was doing the Batman films. To keep himself sharp, he did a Batman film, and then he went and did another film. Then he came back and did Dark Knight, and then he went off and did another film. And then he came back to do The Dark Knight Rises, and then he went on to do another film. And in doing that, he never got caught in any sort of a rut just doing Batman movies. And while Patty Jenkins says doing these two Wonder Woman movies back to back, well, they weren't really done back to back. I mean, they were years apart. She had a big break in between them, but she hasn't done anything else.
Back to back for her.
Yeah, back to back for her. So I love her philosophy right now of saying, if I'm going to do another Wonder Woman movie, I need to go and do something else to keep my creative juices going before just jumping into another Wonder Woman movie. And by the way, she also threw in there, I got to see if I even want to do another Wonder Woman movie after we're done this whole thing and this movie comes out as well. So she also pointed out that, yeah, while I may have it mapped out in my head, it's not in stone. I could change my mind about what we want for Wonder Woman 3. The studio could change their mind. For all we know, Wonder Woman 2 flops. Maybe Wonder Woman 1984 flops. It's not going to flop, but maybe it doesn't. That changes perspective. Maybe it makes $3 billion at the box office, and that makes them want to change their direction. Who knows? So I would say right now, it's just nice to hear that she's thinking about the future of these movies. It's nice to hear that she's going to break up what she does and keep herself creatively fresh. But I wouldn't get too invested in them as fans yet because there's a lot that can happen between now and then. Aaron, you hear the words from Patty Jenkins. How do you interpret them and how do you take them?
Well, first of all, I've actually been hanging upside down in gravity boots, hoping to grow 2 inches so that I can potentially be one of these Amazons. I'm 5'6", not too short, maybe. I'm thrilled about it. I think it's really Patty Jenkins' time.
Can I interrupt and ask you something?
Please.
And forgive me if this is inappropriate to ask. I think I recall, and I could be totally wrong about this, I think I recall that you were actually brought in to audition for Wonder Woman for the short-lived or pretty much non-existent television series.
Yes.
Were you not? You did.
I did.
Okay. That's it. That's interesting.
Not Adriana Lima. That's the
no, but it is. And then she's in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Pilecki? No, Adrian?
Yes.
Adrian Pilecki?
Yes,
Okay.
something like Adrian Pilecki. Yeah. Well, and you know what's crazy? Which just shows how fickle this business is I really do think the thing that killed it before it even got a chance to start crawling and walking was that horrible image of that Hollywood Boulevard costume shop Wonder Woman costume that they had her in. And she didn't even know that was a photo that was supposed to be released. It was literally just supposed to be like a test photo. And so she was kind of standing there, but not in her in the moment, which as an actor, I would be really upset if there was a photo that was just like a test shot and then that became the photo that was released as the first image. But do you remember the backlash over that costume?
Oh, yes. And the whole show, to be honest with you.
Right, but even before the show, I feel
yeah.
like people already were like, it kind of put a bad, like I feel like people weren't even interested in giving it a shot. But yeah, it is one of the many roles that I've auditioned for that I didn't get. And, it's okay.
Anyway,
you get
so
some,
Patty
you don't get some.
Jenkins' words.
Yes. So Patty Jenkins, I think is phenomenal. I'm so happy that she is really paving the way for women to be seen as action directors. And I hope that more women are directing films, comic book films that are not just starring women. I love the idea of her taking a break, giving us a moment to breathe and to build up the anticipation for another Wonder Woman, and for her to, yes, go back to her roots, because let's also remember, it wasn't just that she directed Charlize Theron to win an Oscar. That role also completely changed the way that we perceive Charlize Theron as an actress overall, because remember, she was getting a lot of like the girlfriend roles, the wife roles, and because she's tall and she's gorgeous, and who wouldn't want to cast her as the beautiful lady sidekick?
Yeah.
But she really said, no, I can do more than this. And she changed her status in Hollywood by, doing this low budget independent film with a first time director. And Patty Jenkins really showed us what she's worth as a director. So I want to see her go back and do something that's more gritty, something that's not appropriate for 13-year-olds, and something that really shows us who Patty Jenkins is as a director outside of the confines of the DCU.
Yeah, getting back to those roots that she had in Monster and things like that.
Right.
I'd be fabulously interested in hearing that as well. So guys, question is, what do you guys think about this? Are you thinking, no, man, just give us Wonder Woman 3 right now? Do you think this is a good move by her? Do you think maybe she's delaying it too much? How do you feel about it? Jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. All right, guys.